Hello, it is Friday. It is April the 26th. This is the Biz Insurance Wiz channel. I am your host, the Biz Insurance Wiz, Shala Collins. And tonight, I am so sorry, I'm very late. I'm just doing a quick video because this is going to be a brief discussion. And this is just pretty much based on what we are currently seeing in the market. This affects homeowners. This affects investors. This affects anyone who's considering, being part of real estate investing, um, specifically when it comes to property coverage. And what we are seeing is that so many insurance companies are pulling out of places due to what we would call climate events. Some may say climate change. But what's happening in the market is that it's getting harder and harder to get coverage placed. Or if you are getting coverage placed, right? Because, it's statutory, it's by law that you have to have property insurance. What's happening is that if you do um, obtain that insurance, you're paying a whole lot more money um, for the insurance. So the cost of insurance is going up to insure specific types of risk. And if you are an investor, and you are concerned about what your return on your investment is going to be, what's your bottom line, what is your cash flow, this affects your cash flow tremendously because what you want to do is be able to predict how much are your insurance costs going to what are your insurance costs going to actually be? How profitable are you going to be on this opportunity? Does it make sense? Some investors are being put in a situation where they're selling off properties because it's just too expensive to insure, and it just doesn't make sense to hold on to that property. There's so many things changing, whereas carriers are pulling out of markets, and when carriers are pulling out of markets and saying, "Hey, no, we're not insuring anything over there," that creates a vacuum hole and it creates a problem, and that makes demand obviously go up, and insurance companies are just essentially going to be able to charge you more in premium because where else are you going to go? So that's something to be mindful of. I would say if you are in the investment space, even if you are just a homeowner and you're getting into your first home, these are some factors you want to consider because obviously your insurance costs will be impacted based on your location and where you are. Obviously, if you're close to the coast, there's places where you have to have flood insurance. There's a lot of factors that go into that. So make sure if you're considering getting your first home or there's a certain deal that you're going to be bidding on, make sure you are talking to an insurance professional. Or if you're gauging a deal and looking at the costs, bring in an insurance professional so you are aware up front, so you have a real idea of what the costs are going to be. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you buy, you see this amazing opportunity, and when it comes down to getting your insurance, there's a blind side there where you get the insurance and you're like, whoa, I didn't know the was going to be this costly. So make it make sense. Be prepared, be proactive, speak to your agent, your broker, whoever your financial person is, whoever your financial professional is. Make sure when you are gauging a deal that they are part of that process. Let them have a seat at the table. After all, they are your strategic partner. They're there to benefit you. Utilize them. They're a resource. And I think overall, that extra time that you spend actually planning and preparing is ultimately just going to benefit you. So, short, simple video today, guys. Again, what we're seeing in the market is there's a lot of carriers that are pulling out of certain places. Those places are California, Florida, some places in North Carolina, South Carolina, places that are along the coast where there's water, right? insurances are just looking at it, thinking that these are just exposures that are just going to be too costly. Remember, insurance companies want to make money too. They care about their bottom line. And when they're gauging risk, it has to make sense for the company. It has to be in their appetite guide. All right. So, having said that, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. I appreciate you if you're tuning in for the first time. I appreciate you for checking me out. And please, please, please support Biz Insurance Wiz. On Instagram, I am Biz Insurance Wiz. On TikTok, I am at Biz Insurance Wiz. If you catch me on YouTube, I'm on the Biz Insurance Wiz Lab. And you can reach out to me if you need to send me an email correspondence at businessinsurancewizlab@gmail.com. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Great seeing you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.